Some of the misconceptions that I have encountered is that when people are talking about suicide, they are saying it increases the chance of a person to act on it. While the fact is that talking about suicide may reduce and it may also improve mental health-related outcomes, that are likelihood that the person will seek treatment and help after they got information that suicide can be prevented. Some of the myths are also that people who talks about suicide are just seeking attention, so which is also not true, because people who die from suicide have often told somebody that they want to kill themselves or they don't want to live anymore. But since people or the society thinks that people are just seeking attention, and then it's a myth because it's not an attention-seeking behavior. So when a person open about it, it's a serious thing. However, some myths are also that the misconceptions are also that some people are saying suicide cannot be prevented, but suicide is preventable, but it's just unpredictable. Mm-hmm. So people who have taken their lives, some of the people, they say the people who have taken their life, they are weak or selfish, but that is not the case. They just feel emotional pain due to the social issues that the people are going through. So those are some of the few misconceptions and few myths about suicide that we have encountered with some of the community people.
Okay. So then how can individuals then recognize the signs that someone might be struggling with suicidal thoughts? You did mention that, there is the perception that someone is looking for attention when they come out and they speak about this. Does that perception also, does that not impede the ability to intervene?
Okay, so some of the few signs that you can tell that the person is having maybe suicidal thoughts or they're planning to commit suicide. We have some of the few signs like a person will be talking about suicide, like they will be saying things like, I wish I was dead, I am tired of living, I am tired of life. And some of them, they will start withdrawing from social contact. For example, maybe they used to like socializing with friends or family. Then they will just start isolating themselves. They don't want to be among people. They withdraw from being with other people. Or sometimes the person will be like, some of the people are very happy, bubbly people, and then all of a sudden the person will just be sad. They will have mood swings whereby they are just feeling so down. Some of them, they will write notes to say that they want to end their life, or some of them, they will be posting on social media, like captioning things like, for example, I just wish I was gone, or I wish I was dead. Or sometimes they will start giving away important belongings, and some of them, they can also just be talking about death at all the time. So those are some of the few signs that I just highlighted. And most of the people with these signs, they withdraw from friends, family, or even some of them, they will also just start, for example, writing a will on who is going to take what property and what property when they are gone, because they feel life is very it's very painful in a sense that their emotions are triggered due to certain events that have occurred in their life. So those are just some of the few signs that I had on how we can, as that the person is having suicidal thoughts or suicidal behavior.
Okay, so as a social worker, would you then encourage people to speak more openly about mental health, suicide, such that affect them? And then also, maybe a second part to that question, what would you say is the correct way to respond to somebody who comes out and opens up about their depression and struggles?
Okay, So yes, as a social worker, I would encourage people to talk openly about suicide, because at the end of the day, being open up, it will help a person to find a safe space where they can just consult in, and it will also help the second person to know what type of help they can offer to the person who is having suicidal thoughts, or the person that is going through depression. Because if the person did not open up, then it will be very difficult for the next person also to help them, because they don't know what is going on within the mind of the person. But if people could just be open up and then talk openly about it, so they can get help on how to maybe cope with stress-related issues. They can also get information on how to adapt to environmental factors that are contributing to being suicidal or depression. And also the fact that if you speak out, if the person speaks out, it can help the person to get help that they need. And the person can also be linked to the services that are available if should they open up. And if they don't open up, it will be very challenging for them to get help, because they didn't open it up to people will not know. But if they open up and those signs are there, some of the signs that I mentioned previously, and the signs are there, then it will be very easy for the social workers or the individuals or family or community members to just come in and refer the person to the right offices where the person can just get help.
Okay, let's focus now on the role of mental health professionals. What role and benefit would you suggest mental health professionals play in suicide prevention, and also what sort of support is needed in that work?
Okay. The role that the mental health professional are playing is that they help people to cope with the situation or with the problem that the person is going through, because what the mental health professionals are doing is they encourage people to talk more openly about suicidal behavior, so that they can also create safe spaces for the people to discuss what is impacting them. And then it gives the people the chance to talk about the concerns, and also give them opportunity to get support on necessary support that they may require. So the support that we need is that we need more social workers, we need more psychologists, we need more psychological counselors, just so that we can see how we can tackle the issues of mental health related issues. So, for example, for now, I see we have a lot of social workers, but we still need more. And the psychologists are also few, but although we find them in the private sectors, it could be that some of the people, they don't have access to means, like for money to go for the private psychologist. So we need more mental health professionals, specialized mental health professionals within the government and the public sectors.
All right. Martha, maybe just a final question then, as far as the role of communities then. How can communities better support individuals who are at risk or who have been affected by suicide? And then also maybe if you can touch on social media, quite a recent trend, but often mentioned for toxicity and, the negative effects that come with that. Can you maybe speak to us on the role of the community in this matter?
Okay, the role of the community is in this matter is that the community needs to help individuals to get help. So the community needs also to be educated to minimize the issues of stigma, because most of few of the people are not coming out because they fear stigmas that is either coming from the community members, But should we pass on the information about positive attitudes of receiving mental health care services and challenging the myths that are or misconceptions that are there within the community members? So it will also help many people to come out and seek help for mental health services, and also raising awareness on breaking the stigmas around mental health issues. And also I'm encouraging the community to promote the culture of openness, empathy, and support in order for the people to be more open on conversations about suicide and mental health. And also just to educate the community member that asking for help is not a sign of weakness, but rather it's a sign of strength and bravery. So I'm also encouraging the community members to educate themselves with few of the signs or on how to determine somebody with suicidal thoughts or mental health related issues, as I mentioned them previously, and that will help the community members to identify which individual is at risk of being suicidal, and so. And then the community members can just take it up to refer the person for the right services, either to the social worker, psychologist, or church service, or just anywhere the person can get help. And also I'm encouraging the community to play a big role in being supportive rather than being judgmental. So because if you're being supportive with a person, then that is when people will start coming out to seek help. But should we are judgmental, then as community member, that will discourage people to come out and seek for help. Mm-hmm. And also the community members, they should take people seriously when the person is talking about things like, I want to die, I don't want to live anymore. So they should not see it as a way of a person is just maybe trying to seek attention, but rather they should just take it serious to see how we can help this person. Okay. And also encourage people to seek out and help them to reach out for support, and also to encourage people to share information on suicide prevention and other mental health related issues on social.
Okay. Well, Martha, we're going to have to let it go there. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and just discussing the matter of suicide, of course. Annually observed on the 10th of September is World Suicide Prevention Day. Thank you so much for joining us.